Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 19. This is legit. Can you see me? Nope, not at all. I'm there. I'm back there, though. Yeah, this is not how this works at all. Although, you know what? You probably could do this. I bet you could put, like, herbicide in the front one, and maybe put one on the back and put fertilize. I wonder if that would work. I may have just had a genius idea here, guys. I may have just had a genius idea. If you could run them both, yeah, you could run them both at the same time if you do it manually. Put herbicide in the front and fertilize in the back one. We may have to try that. Alright, but anyway, it's moving day. We're moving. If you missed the last episode, we did a lot of groundwork. I guess we'd say we flattened all that out. So go check out that 50-minute long episode. Let's see, let's dump this here. Bought another dolly. Just to go there. I got tired of switching out the grain dolly with that thing, so. But yeah, you know, I wonder if that would work. If you could do it backwards. Just put herbicide in the front, fertilize in the back, and just do it all at once. That way you didn't have to go back and run over the field again. I may have to try that. That might be genius. Alright, so it's moving day. We're moving all our equipment down here. We're going to start landscaping this area over here. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. It would be nice to have it at the same elevation as this over here. So it would raise up this lower part and lower some of that part. So we'll see what we got going on here in a minute. And I'm going to have to scoot those tanks out of the way there too. So let me get the mower. And the windrower. Take these down there, and then all I got left is the plow. Well, I wonder if I can scoot these down there like this. We're going to try something here, guys. I'm going to lower that down and use this like a bulldozer. Here we go. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Aw. Well, we still got the one. Still the one that makes me still the one. We're still having fun. We're still the one. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. I hear a phrase and I'm like, you know what? That reminds me of a song. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play a little air hockey table, air table hockey, air table air hockey, something. What is the right phrase? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Air hockey. That up, and I'm just gonna dump this over here. Go back and get these pallets. There, hopefully that wasn't acting like a back weight. Let's see if I can get that other little pallet too. So we'll have a few minutes of moving time here, and then we'll get into landscaping. It shouldn't take too long with this one because we don't have any gas lines over here or cliffs or anything. All we got to do is do. So we got to do the do. Alright, get turned around here. See if I can get this one maybe on one side and that one on another. There we go. And there we go. This is totally legit, isn't it? Yeah, totally legit. No, 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 no. That one right there is giving me fits. The herbicide. Get it on down there. Get along, little doggy. See if I can get him down there now. Maybe put that one on the front. Maybe it won't slide off too bad. No, it's still sliding. Crap. Crap. Well, now that one's stuck under there. Let me just focus on this one because it's giving me problems. If I do it by itself, it's not too bad. Alright, go back for this one. And we'll go get our plow and move our combine, and that'll be it. Just need them in the grass over there. It doesn't matter where. Somewhere. For some reason, that thing really wants to go left. Alright, that'll work. So now I need to fold that. And I'm just going to put it right here. I really wonder if that'll work. Putting one of those sprayers on the front and another one on the back. I bet it would. I bet it would. So yeah, that's nice and flat over there. We got to plow that out and plan that out. I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll make it work though. I want to make them higher worker friendly, that's for sure. So, alright, so say goodbye to the concrete slab, guys. We've used it as our quote-unquote homestead, even though we never really had a home here. We've spent the night in our tractor, and or no, actually the Queen gave us a room to stay in up there at the castle. Maybe that's what we should go with. No, we didn't stay with the Queen. She's very generous, though. She's very generous. God save the Queen. Very generous Queen. She gave us a lot of money. I think we spent about $7 million in about 30 minutes, but yeah, she's a very generous Queen. I'll say that. She likes the kids. We're feeding the kids. That's our excuse. Alright, so I'm going to park this. Actually, I need to bring my combine and park right there, so let me put the plow right up here. We'll be using this soon, so just put the plow right there. That'll work. And that's it. We don't need to go back for any more with the tractor. I still need to go get my little tractor. It's up on the mountain up there somewhere. I rolled this tractor. I'm going to have to come back twice. I rolled the big tractor with a load of logs up there, and I had to flip myself back over. It happens. It happens. I need to go get my header cart. That's what I need to do. Down at the shop. I'll go get it later, though. We'll need it at some point. I should put my beacons on for safety. Alright, get that one there. Whoa, that's a little bumper. Never seen this thing do a ramp or jump. But yeah, that'll be great to work on. I need to paint the cliffs over there. I gotta finish that. So I'm not quite done over there. Still gotta paint the cliffs or the rock texture that we're going with. That shouldn't take long, just a few minutes. We really want to get started on this over here. We need to get this stuff done because we need to get our crops in the ground. We have no crops. I sold all the crops to buy where we're parking all our equipment now. I bought this little lot of land over here, and eventually we'll get the backside of it, which is part of 16 down there, and then maybe we can do some leveling of this over here too. Alright, you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do 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 do. Alright, let's get this parked here. Alright, you guys are probably hearing double beats because I got my speakers on. Let me just park that there. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna do landscaping. So let me move my controller off there. And like I've said before, this is always easier to do with the keyboard. So we'll hit the enter button now. We're on keyboard and mouse. So now, we had talked about what level we want this at. This I think will be too low. This, we had talked about this over here, bringing it out. I kind of want to keep it level with this over here. And I better get back on sculpting before I make a really big boo-boo. Well, that wouldn't be a big boo-boo. We could take care of that, but... Hey, boo-boo. Alright, let's zoom in here. I kind of want it at this level. I would like to keep them somewhat at the same level. Maybe have this a little higher over here. Just a little bit. And I looked at this, and if we bring this part out, it would make it just a little bit higher than that. So I'm kind of going to have to eyeball this here a little bit to see what level I want this at. Maybe not quite at the same level as this. Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe like from... just a little bit higher. Like from here or something. I need a definite spot though. I don't want this. See how this is lower than the road here? I don't want it lower than the road anymore. And it's really worse back here. See how low this is? I don't want this that low. I want it elevated. At least to the level of the road, maybe just a little higher. So this is too low. We know that. I wish I had an elevation tool so I'd be like, okay, this is -5. That would be like -1, and this would be like 5. You know, I wish I had a elevation number here, but I don't. And then we have to look at the back side of this too. So I can do it from here and go out that way. Trying to eyeball the road. We know this is too low. I probably should have put more money in here before I did this. Because this is probably going to take some money. I may have to take a break and go talk to the queen again. We could keep this on the mountain here. On this little hill. We could go higher with this, I think, if we wanted to. But we don't want to go any lower than this. And we want it all flat at the same level. So why don't we keep it at this level with the tree stand here. Zoom in a little, see what, like right there. We can bring that up a tad. Let's try right there and see how that works. Alright. Flattening on. Alright, we're doing it, guys. The money's already falling. Let's just establish a level here. Alright, so we got that made. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Well, it's really going to come up, isn't it? But at least it'll be flat. I like the flattening tool. Flattening and smoothing is where it's at. And you can fix your little hiccups with the rest of it, but I think this will work. Let me zoom in on it here. Can I fill that in? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we can work on smoothing there too, a little bit too around that. Make the brush smaller. The only thing about it is when I bring it out here to the road, I am gonna have to smooth that edge out and probably put like a road like coming up at a decreased slant coming up in here at some point, or just enter the road from down there, because we moved our equipment down there. We could just enter down there and it'd be alright. Alright, just have to be careful on this edge not to drive off of it, you know. I'll still smooth the edges, don't get me wrong. It'll be more sloped like kind of like this over here. So wait for the finished product, guys, trust me. Alright, let's make this bigger. Mucho bigger. Alright, now we're gonna cook. This is where the money goes. Like I said, I'll probably have to go talk to the queen here in a minute. Really? It's not gonna let me do right here? Let's get on out that way. Yeah, and that's where it starts cutting into the hill, and we'll really start burning through money there too. In a way, it does feel like Minecraft. Just a little bit. And I'm going to get down and work a little bit closer to that shed. I don't know if I can bury it. I'm pretty sure I can't now. Yeah, can't bury the shed, so I've got to do some decreased smoothing there or something. So we'll work on that later. Right now I'm just focused on getting the big part of it done. For some reason, it's not letting me do it right there. Hope I don't have a stump or something there. There shouldn't be anything there. Let's see if I can maybe work around that area. Yeah, there's like a little hole there. I don't know if that's going to work or no. I don't think I can leave a hole. Terrain sure can't be modified there, can it? Wonder if I could put a placeable over that. Because that is a hole, man. Yeah, I may have to do something here. I may have to bring this back down. We'll work on that. Make that big again. Just take this on down. Oh no, don't do it again now. Come on now. Come on, don't stifle our creativity here. We're actually not doing that bad in the money department. Alright guys, you guys ready to say goodbye? Are you ready to say goodbye to the old homestead? I think it's time. I think it's time to say goodbye to the old homestead there. I'll come back and fine tune these edges here. This is going to be so much better to be flat. We love flat. Oh wow, it just raises it up. Ha! Maybe we can keep the homestead. It just raises the texture up. That's crazy. Maybe we can keep our homestead. Yay! No, we'll I don't know. I'm probably going to plow it up. That's funny. I thought it would, well, I guess technically not. It is just elevating all of this. It kept the rock texture over here when I decreased that, so I guess that does make sense. And that's as far as I'm going to go with it, mainly because I've got stumps down here that I need to grind out, but we'll just work around that. So landscaping. Flattening tool. Fun, 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 fun. And I'm going to smooth the edges out here, guys. Don't worry about that. Go ahead and let's go ahead and go. I think I'm going to go ahead and go around the perimeter here. See how far we can get out here. But the main part is the middle will be flat. So, going up here. It should start cutting into this. Yeah, it cuts in right there. Thank goodness for the landscaping tool. The only problem is we got to plow all this back out. Every little bit of it. Yeah, we're burning through the money now. Burn, baby, burn. We're gonna have to go see the queen, I think, real soon. There goes our money. He's gone. Yeah, I'm glad I kept it with that elevation with that thing down there. We're about to be out of money. Look at it burn. Might as well have a bonfire. Not enough money to make this modification. Alright, well, we will get out of that and come back. Boy, that looks weird. Almost looks like a waffle or some kind, like the middle of a Nutty Buddy bar. Alright, we'll come back and we'll go see the Queen and come back and do this again. Alright guys, we are back. We're back in the landscaping tool. The Queen is very generous. God save the Queen, all that love stuff. Let's get back to working on this. Basically just flattening all this out, so make our brush size bigger there. We want to stay with this level, I think. Just clearing the land. This is going to be a lot to plow, but I'm not worried. We'll get it done. We'll get her done. Now this back here we're going to have to work on. We're going to have to pay attention to detail, I think, back here. Yeah, we're going to have to slope this back here. So I'll come back to this area. Because I don't really want to bring this level down any more than that shed. Or around, you know, the edge here. We want to slope this gradually down. So maybe take a little more off of it. And we'll work with our smoothing tool on that. So let's turn around here and grab this rest of this over here. Let's get all of this knocked out. And I knew it was going to elevate down here, so we just want to get all of this flat. I'm glad it's not giving me a lot of warnings, like little red bubbles that says this terrain cannot be modified here. Very happy for that. So this will be all nice flat field up here. Hopefully we can fill that hole in there. Yep, good deal. Move over. Red Rover, Red Rover. Move Matt from the Grain Arcade right over. Alright, now this is where I was going to have to work with this. I want to bring it right up as close as I can to that shed there. And then bring it on over. I want to have to smooth that down around it. Some way, somehow. Here. So, I may have to decrease that thing. The size of it anyway, let's see. Do a little zoom in here. Maybe make that a little bigger. That's as close as it's going to let me get, I think. I don't think I can get any closer with that. Kind of block this off here. Make it nice and straight there along that border. Well, I better pay attention to the little spots out here. I'll have a little dents in the field. Yeah, that's as close as it's going to let us get there. So now we need to smooth this down. Around the edges here. Make it nice and smooth. That way it's not so sharp. Get nice, get around here behind this shed. Make that a little bigger. And I was going to smooth this out anyway, so bring that down. Still coming down. Whoa, have we really spent almost $1 million already? Yeah, we spent a little over. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Alright, that looks good to me. We can work on it a little more later if we want to, but it looks pretty good right there like that. Alright, and that's what I'll do. I'll come back and smooth the edges here, but I need to bring them out as far as they'll go first. And then smooth them over like I did over here. Alright, so let's get back to flattening. Please don't break the map. I don't want to break the map. Go ahead and get this on up here. Take that out to the max. Take it to the limit. I wonder if the flat one would be better here, because we're kind of working with a straight edge. We're living on the edge. I almost think the bubble's better. I always thought that the flat square one was better, but I think the bubble's better. You get more freedom. It doesn't like snap to the grid. That way you can fill it in quicker and smoother here. There's a little bit out there that I missed. But look at it. It's nice and flat now. I'll take it on around this way. Now, some of you might not be agreeing with me on this, but I like it. I like it flat. And I can smooth out most of this here, so it won't be as sharp. Like I said, this is not the final product. That nice and straight there, going that way. I wonder if I can do something with this here. Make that a little smoother. Like a smoother transition here. Where it'll let me. Alright, and when we smooth that out, that won't be so jagged. So we can start working on that now, since that's as far as it'll go. Cameron. See what I mean? See, it's not as jagged. It's more like just like a little increase of a slope there, so. Alright, let's get back over here. Now we have to pay attention to this bench down here. I don't know why they put these benches in here. I know they look nice, maybe. I don't know, but I don't need a bench. I'm not going to be sitting down on a bench. So they put a bench down here. There's a bench with a trash can. So, yeah. I don't need a bench. Not at all. Get all this filled in here. Yeah, we're burning through the money again. God save the Queen. And all that gobbledygook. Alright. Getting this filled in. Probably need to go down here a little. Yep. And this is where I need to pay attention. It slopes down here, so that's good. We can kind of match our slopes up. And that's what I'll probably do, is just smooth this area out all in here to make it level with this. So I don't want to build it too high. In a way, you really do feel like Bob Ross a little bit. It's really kind of like a PBS art show or something. It's very strange how it's very similar. So we're gonna put a nice little flattening right here, and a nice little flattening over here. I need to turn around where I can see where I'm at here. This comes really high here. But you know what? Don't worry about it. We're going to smooth it out and make it look real nice. This is where we get to the bench. That's as far as we can go, I think. Alright, so we got that. Let's come back over here. Maybe cut a little of this away. Yeah, that's as far as we can go there, I think. Alright, now we'll see if we can smooth this out. Should be able to. Oh yeah, look at that. It's working like a dream. We can smooth that out and kind of transition it here. Look at that. It's got a little bit of a hill on it, but we can bring it on down with this smoothing tool. Raise this up a little. Bring it on down. Raise it on up. Bring it on down. Raise it on up. Gotta feed the kids. Perfect. And it'll still come down even more. So let's get this worked out here. Get the big majority chunk part of it here. Just make a nice transition here from this to this. Tips and tricks with the landscaping tool. Bring this on down. And see, it's still coming down. The money's still coming down. Not as bad as, you know, flattening, but it's coming down to where we can at least, you know, if we wanted to connect these fields, we could. But this will give us a little more on this edge, too, I think. But you know what? I'm looking at this now. And it does decrease over here. So this might be easier to transition over here, but we don't own that land. Where does the land stop at? Let me looks like it stops right at the shed. So let's go up to the shed with the flattening. I know I just smoothed that out, but let's go up to the shed. It decreases over here though. We should buy that field. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to buy that field to make this look good. Flatten all this back out because it decreases over here. So at some point we wouldn't even need to do that much smoothing. How far will it let me go? Will it let me take that whole road? Looks like it's going to. We'll just need to smooth around the shed is all we'll have to do. Yeah, it's already barking at me. You do not own this land. I don't own that land. Yeah, see, we can flatten up to there and then smooth that out a whole lot easier. Unless I take this on out, which I'm probably fixing to do. Yep. Probably shouldn't have gone that far. But you know what? It will smooth out. That's the beauty of it. It will smooth out and you can make it nice and smooth to where it looks like it never even happened. Bring that on down there too. Maybe bring that on out a little bit. There we go. And then smooth it on down. Alright. So that wasn't too bad. Let's see if we can smooth this out. Will it let me? No, it's saying I don't own the land. Well, how much is field 8? And what's it got planted in it? Where am I at? Oh, this is the spawn point. I leveled it off and raised it up, so this is what we're going to see when we spawn in every time. Until I get it smoothed out, I guess. But man, look how flat that is. That's going to be great to work with that. Let's see. Not that one. Yeah, let's save our content. Let me just go ahead and save it again there. Just for good measure. How much is field 8? It's got oats in it. And it is $331,000. We could buy it right now. Is it ready to be bought, though? It's ready to harvest. It needs to be plowed. It's not fertilized at all. Doesn't have lime or wheat on it, though. Tell you what, I think we're just going to go ahead and get it. Because we need to finish this job. Alright, we own field 8 now, so we'll harvest the oats out of it. We got to be really careful around it, though. Alright, let's get back into this. And FYI, I go into the menus with my controller because why not? Alright, so we own field 8, so we should be able to smooth all this out now. Get down in here with this and smooth around this shed here. Perfect. Perfection. We'll just leave that up on the little bit of a hill there. I can probably actually chisel some of that away. Get it turned around here. Get over here to where it starts decreasing before I do any smoothing. Not in the crop though, not in the crop. Trying to take it from this elevation over here. Cut some more of that away. Yeah, it looks like it starts decreasing right here, so I'll stop right there. Get a little bit of that left there. Left some bumps out here for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Let's just take care of that real quick. Alright. So you can see here, this starts to drop off right here. So, we're running out of time again. Gotta get done with this episode. We will smooth that out. Smooth all of this out right here. Seems to be that's where it drops off at, so just go ahead and get all that nice and smooth. Probably misfiring a little bit here. Let's bring this on down. Don't get in the crop, don't get in the crop. Bring my combine up and harvest that. Let's see if we can work on this a little bit, make this a little bit smoother here. Just right around the shed here. Kind of elevated a little around the shed, not too much. I don't know, I think I'm going to take some of that back out. Just leave it on that elevation there. I think that'll work. that'll work, fellas. Just take a little more off. I'm just going to leave it up elevated like that because I think it looks better. Maybe re-elevate this a little bit. Maybe just a little bit because this is kind of a little wider over here. We'll bring that back up. Slope it a little bit there. Did I just take it back out? I did. I just want it elevated right here. Maybe my bubble's too big. Maybe that's it. Maybe not big enough now. It's actually sinking it back in there, so alright, that'll work. We'll mess with it maybe a little bit more later. I think that'll work. Gives us more field over here if we need it. We might not need it, so I may come back and make it a little bit more smoother, like a mound or something there. Alright, so this is all smooth down here, yes? I think so. Looks pretty good to me. Maybe do a little work right here. Get that smoothed out. It's kind of bumpy right here close to the road. Alright, I think that'll work though. Let's take a little bit more off of this cliff here if we can. If it will let me. Try to get that nice and straightened up there. Alright guys, well that's it I think. I think we're done. I'll paint these edges of the rocks here with, well, rock. And I don't think I can take... Let me take any more off here. Yeah, that's the max right there on this. So, just trying to see if there was any more that it might let me take off. There might be little smidges here that it'll let me do, but for the most part, I think we're done. Yep, I think that's it, guys. Alright, so let's get turned around here. So this is what we've done. It looks pretty good to me. It's nice and flat up here now. I'll go and smooth the edges, work on that, and go from there. Do some painting on some rocks. I still need to paint that cliff over there from the other project that we finished. Yeah, and that's it. I don't know if I can bring that out anymore. Maybe a little bit on the edges here, but just make it a little smoother. Maybe make our brush a little bigger too. Catch a few of these little gaps here. Alright, I think that's it. So we've finished these projects, flattening them out. These will give us nice flat areas to work on field work here and feed the kids. So, if you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. If you enjoy the videos. So yeah, still got our homestead texture here. That's going to be going away though. I think I'm going to plow this up here. And work on fine tuning here. Alright, that's it guys. Until next time. Remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you guys later.